RJ. Have you ever been in a group project where you felt like your voice wasn't being heard?
Yeah, I've been there. What happened, Darby?
We have this group project right now, and last week in our meeting, I suggested we divide the presentation into 3 sections: introduction, data analysis, and recommendations. Nobody said anything, just silence. And then like 2 minutes later, one of my teammates said almost the exact same thing, and everyone's like, oh, that's great, let's do that. I just didn't know what to say.
Well, that must have hurt. Yeah, this happened to me too. When I was in grad school, we were working on a marketing case study. I suggested we open the presentation with a customer pain point instead of the data. And, nobody responded. It was really awkward. I kind of looked around the table thinking, did anyone hear me? And then like 2 minutes later, a guy named Jason said something like, what if we need a presentation with a customer story? Well, everyone lit up, and I remember staring at the notes thinking, did I just say that? It was really embarrassing.
So what did you do in that moment? Did you say anything or just let it go?
Well, in that moment, it really stung. I remember going home that night wondering if it was the way I expressed myself. Was I not being clear enough, or it was just me? And later I realized that it was not about what I said. It was about how visible I was before I even spoke. So later I made a conscious effort to speak up earlier in meetings before I had the time to second guess myself. And of course, I worked on how I express myself, trying to be more concise, more direct. And I even practice in front of the mirror just to sharpen my delivery and become more assertive. And I think perhaps the most important thing was I started building one-on-one connections with teammates outside of the group setting, maybe like quick coffee, casual chats. Once people know you as a person, they listen differently.
Okay. Yeah, so looking back, what would you tell yourself in that moment when you're feeling hurt and ignored?
Well, if this happens again, I'd actually point it out in the moment, something like, I think I've mentioned something earlier, but I'm glad we are aligned on this. Something not that confrontational, but it's not invisible either.